everybody. This is Jacob from G3 here. I just saw this post in the Path of Exile subreddit and thought I would want to share it with you all just as a good reminder that we play games for fun, that hopefully you're playing games for fun, and to hopefully encourage you not to fall into a trap. So here, all credit to New Hendrix for this wonderful post on the PoE subreddit. He says, "Don't measure your success by comparing yourself to others. This is more directed to new players, but I've been talking with some friends and they all seemed pretty bummed out that there are already people with headhunters and perfect gear and they are struggling to get a few chaos. Just remember, guys, that as long as you're enjoying the game, who cares that some people have GG gear? Everyone has their own pace. You'll get there someday. Just enjoy the ride." Yeah, I mean, he just puts it really well. Like, if you're playing Path of Exile, I guess I'll refer back to our Getting Better series. Like, what are your goals for you? You know? Like, when you sit down and you have a session or when you start out a league, like, typically what I do is I sit down and I say, okay, what are my goals for this league? Last league, I wanted to kill the Shaper and be able to have enough currency to give away a Headhunter for our patrons. So we've done that now. Like, we have enough currency. We've got a Headhunter that's ready-made, sitting in Standard to be able to give away. Took care of Shaper. It took a lot of work, but we did it on a Max Block Necromancer build because I've been playing Summoners forever, so we went with the Max Block Necro Spectres build and took care of it. Those were my goals. Now, for some of you, those goals in and of themselves, like 1% of the player population goes after Shaper and actually accomplishes it, and like less than 1% or maybe 1% has Headhunters. So I understand that those are already like very, very lofty goals, but I'm saying for me, I look at other players who have got mirror tier gear and Standard and I go, oh my goodness, how do those guys have that kind of wealth? Like, I'm never going to get there. And that's a great way to just not have fun and not enjoy the game. Evaluate yourself and measure yourself by your own goals that you've set for yourself. And if you're meeting your goals, great, set new goals. For Incursion League, one of the things that I really wanted to do was I really wanted to fill out 2 particular ascendancies that I don't have yet filled out in Standard. One was a Gladiator, and then another is a Saboteur. So I'm probably, my league starter has been a Blade Flurry Gladiator, and then about halfway through the league, I'm probably going to swap over to a Saboteur, or whatever the meta Trapper build is at that point. Maybe, you know, I'll do a GC Miner or something. I don't know. Maybe I've seen a couple of different, even Hierophants and Elementalists as trappers. Like, there's all sorts of stuff that you can do with trapping and Incursion. But I'm getting sidetracked. The point being, measure yourself by your own goals and by your own measures of success. Don't measure yourself by what somebody else is able to do. The top comment in this thread from Sentimental Whore, which great username, says, PSA, this also applies to real life. And Randy Rectum says, real life? Filthy casuals. Anyway, I just wanted to pass that along. Just remember, like, you playing the game is different than somebody else playing the game. And somebody else playing the game has different goals for themselves, just as you have different goals for yourself. So if this is your first league, or maybe it's your first league in a while, or maybe this is your first league going hardcore, or maybe this is your first league going softcore, maybe this is your first league that you're trying a new ascendancy, maybe this is your first league that you're trying to play with a new kid in your family, or with a new loved one in your family, or that you've moved to a new place in the country, or just started a new job, whatever it is, like, that you're playing PoE today, like, just evaluate yourself and evaluate your own enjoyment of the game by your own standard and by your own goals, not by somebody else, and have fun with it. Enjoy Wraeclast.